You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the September 15th meeting for the Long Beach Human Resources Committee. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
All right, we are calling our meeting to order, and our first and only topic today is reviewing the labor attorneys' revisions on the employee handbook. So, Meg, how would you like to start? Are we just going to go page by page? You think that's the best way? Start it. Okay. So the first revisions are under the introduction. I think those revisions look okay. She's paragraph about severability.
Yep, agreed.
All right, are we okay?
Yes.
Revisions of the first paragraph are okay. And then going to the next page under non-discrimination.
She removed her ability clause. Now we're on this non-discrimination.
She's just making the comment there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That whole section looks okay to me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and then we'll go to pregnant workers fairness.
Seems like, did she add this right?
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yep.
think the green is what she's adding,
Mhm.
which is good because we've never had that covered before.
Right,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay.
Indiana law, so we need to have that.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
why is the word?
Accommodations, yeah, that's what
Does there,
not pluralize?
I have her email. Let me just make sure.
Hey Beth,
So
is your mic on? Maybe just double check.
Sorry.
Thank you. How about Meg?
what,
Mike
what, Mark?
Yep,
Mike, you-
Oh, yeah, mine's on, but
thank you.
Mine's on.
so in her email, I also added a short policy to address the new Federal Pregnant Workers Fairness Act law, which is very similar to the ADA, but with some differences. As such, I copied from your existing ADA policy to try to keep the two somewhat similar, but made the necessary changes for the PWFA. Okay, so I guess she doesn't talk about why that's underlined. I mean, I can start a list of any follow-ups. So I'll write this one down if we end up needing to reach out to her. I can try and kind of
I
Google.
just think it's a matter of the S being on the word or not. I think that's what it is.
It's just a
Or do we have-
grammar. The town will provide reasonable accommodation. I think.
Or do we have to like list out what the accommodations are? I don't
Yeah,
know.
again, I think less is more. Because I don't know what
Yeah.
it would be. Reasonable accommodate. I don't see that as being singular, do you?
You know what, it depends upon what context and what you're speaking
Right,
of.
okay.
The accommodation,
Right,
talking about as a
Right,
document.
it's not an accommodations like a hotel. It's
Right.
an accommodation.
Okay.
that you are,
all right, so let's,
I think it is without an S.
can someone make a change and see if the blue goes away?
Yep, I can do that.
I think
Yeah,
it's just
okay,
a
yep.
grammatical thing.
Okay,
And I think it, yeah,
agreed, all right.
It did go away actually.
Okay, so let's do
Okay,
that.
so now we know that. That's good.
Oh.
Okay,
I'll take off the.
so I don't need to save. It saves automatically.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like she added gender in there.
Oh, yeah, the anti-harassment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm good with all of that.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. I'm good. Next page.
Okay, so she just made a change to number 4.
Mm.
Right, is that where we're at? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Page 9.
Okay, action. Okay, will be taken, okay. Thank you. Mhm.
Conducted.
And why is that
It's
blue?
additional last part of the sentence, because an employer cannot promise confidentiality when is required under the law to
I am right on page 9.
conduct an investigation, an investigational research.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh,
Okay, then that, so you can't promise confidentiality.
uh-huh.
Employment, hiring.
All right, going back to that,
Okay.
so the blue possible is underlined. They probably want you to. But I think that's important to keep in, correct?
The what is underlined?
You have possible underlined in blue?
Oh, yes, I see it.
I just want to make sure we're.
I think it just has a comma after it, that's all.
Yeah.
If you were to fix it,
Okay,
I mean, we can add the comma. that's
yeah, let's
fine.
do it just so then we can.
Move on.
Yep.
All right, so are we on page 10?
Yeah, I don't see anything on 10 that's different.
No, it's just the
Right.
things that, changes that we had made.
Huh?
And then going to 11, outside employment, she makes changes. Oh, she takes away again, may again, and will.
Mm-hmm.
Communicate to employer how to determine. Okay. Does that sound good? The only, I mean, in keeping with the will instead of may, is the may okay that which may result in determine whether the outside employment will need to be change ended or whether the employment with the town will need to be change ended.
Well, she put that in, so.
Yeah, so that may
Yeah,
must be
right.
okay.
Yeah,
I think because there's more than one outcome,
Right.
full outcome.
Yeah, it's either this or that. Okay. All right, we're good with that then. And employment status and records, just our changes, nothing from her.
just one. She's took out
Right.
social security. Regular part-time?
Oh, I didn't get down there yet.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
now I see it. That's the
Yeah.
next page, yeah. Workers' comp. Okay, let's see what happens. Unless there's some reason, I recommend deleting it. Okay.
Yep. I like that.
Okay, so she's getting rid of our entire general part-time,
Mm-hmm, the whole,
but we have a general part-time employee. Although I guess Carter sometimes works more than, because we changed it from 20 to 30 hours. So he has to work less than 30 hours. I don't know, Mark, what do you think?
why is regular part-time different than general part-time? She's saying they seem to be the same.
Well, they were different because it wasn't a set schedule. So Honor and Diane are, maybe I shouldn't use names in HR, but those employees are part-time,
Right.
but they work 5 set days a week and
Okay.
set hours, whereas our building inspector does not work the same hours, a set schedule. He also had a hours requirement, as do the regular part-time. The only difference we found when we began this was the regular part-time was less than 40 hours. The general part-time was less than 20 hours. But the way that we operate, his hours vary, so he wasn't always under 20 hours, which wasn't following the handbook. So we changed that to 30 hours. I guess what changes is he would then be offered benefits because he's no longer general part-time, he's regular part-time.
Oh,
So that's another difference.
So is the benefit a downgrade or an upgrade?
It would be an upgrade for him. It would be a higher cost to the town.
Mhm.
Okay,
So, and by eliminating this category, we don't have this option if we wanted to hire a part-time maintenance person. I guess, what does the camp director fall under? Because she doesn't really have, you could make the argument that she's seasonal, but you could also make the argument that she's one of these two categories.
Right,
Based
'cause
on
she
her
does-
hours.
she works throughout the year, but
Right.
not the same amount.
So again,
No.
she really can't be classified as regular
Right.
part-time.
well, and
But-
she does say, unless there is some reason to include this, we do have a reason. So maybe this would be a question.
I think
just
we
to-
do,
Yeah.
but what does
Okay,
everyone else
I'm
think?
Not gonna hurt us to keep
Yeah,
it
I'm
in,
fine with
right?
just keeping it if that's the way it's set up.
Unless we want to discuss, changing these positions.
I would agree. We keep it as the general part-time classification.
Okay.
Yeah, well, does the parks personnel get benefits?
No,
No, so she could almost be put into this category.
General
Correct.
part-time, Right?
along with the building
We
inspector.
need that bucket
Yeah,
to stay.
because it
right?
gives us flexibility.
Yep, absolutely.
Mm. All right, well, we'll keep it then.
And if I were, for example, if clerk's office were to hire somebody, and I have no plans to right now, but is there a chance I would want someone 2 or 3 days a week that
Absolutely.
was only the mornings?
Mhm.
So I think eliminating this makes that more difficult. Okay, so I'm going to
Yeah.
Yeah,
remove, everyone's in agreement with that. I guess I don't know how to. Let's see here. Reject deletion.
Excuse me, does Mark, do you also concur?
Yes. Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree that we should leave the classification.
Okay.
Okay, so that's done.
right. Moving on to page 14.
Although, sorry, going back to that paragraph. It says, who are scheduled to work less than a 30. I think I just removed getting rid of the 20-hour. So I think I need to delete that, right?
Wait, say that again?
Mhm.
So we changed it to 30 hours,
From 20.
correct?
Right.
I think I need to delete there. Okay,
All right,
I think we better reread that paragraph quick though, because
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm.
what I did changed anything else we had changed, I believe. And do they
It-
really work 8 hours? No, well, because 8 hours would, I guess unless they don't work 5 hours, Mark, that would put them at full-time hours if they worked 5 days, but that's what we're saying is that they
Mhm.
don't have a set schedule.
Didn't the labor attorney also have a line through the social security under like the benefits part? And just left workers' compensation insurance?
Oh, that's a good catch. So we should take that out again, probably.
Let me see if I can undo. Don't know if I can undo what I did. Hmm. Okay, so keep that. Oh, are you doing that right now?
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
okay.
that other.
Okay. It seems like we also got rid of in the first go around. So after 24-hour staffing needs, elected town council members. And so we had crossed out and appointed town officials are also,
Uh-huh.
so we'll keep that change. Okay. 10 hours. Okay, I think I'm good with that if you guys are.
All right.
All right, so now we're on the introductory period. Seems like she did not make changes in these
Correct.
next two, yeah.
Employment classification, the next change.
That looks good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that not exempt? Non. No, you can't do that.
Oh, did was add the, she actually got rid of the,
Okay. Well, she commented on the PTO,
Oh, what page is that on?
16. She didn't make any changes. She just made a comment.
Oh, right. Yes.
Shouldn't it, okay, that position, is that continuing from, okay.
and these pages will change once we
Mm-hmm.
make the change.
Mm-hmm.
So page 17, the town administrator must document the termination of any employee, and that information must be incorporated into the employee's. Is she saying it should just say the employee's file, not employee's personnel file? That's probably just redundant. Is that why?
Mm.
Maybe because we technically are supposed to have a personnel file and a medical, I don't know.
Oh, okay, but you're okay with that, right? Just leaving it as employee's file?
She changed it to be personnel
Oh,
file.
she's the one who said personnel file. Okay.
Or maybe we had a typo.
Or is it the other way around?
No, I think we just had a typo of file
Okay.
in there twice.
All right. That's good. I'm fine.
All right.
There's some punctuality. You get 3 days of not showing up for job abandonment?
That's, yeah, usually it is 3 days.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
On 20, that looks okay.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Is that gonna capitalize that
Hey,
too?
hey, Meg, on page 18, and going to that again.
See, you have a T cap there.
Mhm.
Oh, and that's the,
If
Oh,
it's
I
right there.
see.
Sorry, Mark, what were you saying?
On 18, when returning from an absence of 3 or more consecutive days due to illness. I know some have asked, do we consider increasing that to 4, or do we keep that at 3? I don't know. I mean, I could go either way, I guess, because some people obviously like with the flu and that after 3 days, they typically don't go see a
Yeah.
doctor.
Right. That
But-
seems too, yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm fine with that
I'm
You're-
fine with
personally.
changing it to
The
4.
4.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it gives,
Yeah.
gives an individual a decent amount of time from either like COVID or the flu.
Right.
Because a lot of times people just shelter in place at home rather than, although they could do telemedicine too, but a lot of people with the cost of medical nowadays, they
Mhm.
just ride out a cold rather than going to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
And it is, I can see, and I've had it in the past with some employees, it can be, a burden for them to have to go to a doctor after 3 days. So I think we change it to 4, gives a little bit of
Right.
leniency there.
excuse me, is there
Is-
any flexibility with the supervisor? If it'll give the employee an opportunity, or maybe, their caregiver an opportunity to call and said, look, this is continuing, and, could we get some relief of another day or two? Is there any flexibility in that? Or do you follow this strictly by the letter of the law?
I guess you could drop in a line that says unless otherwise authorized by the department head or town administrator, something like that.
Mhm.
That would give us,
Flexibility to,
yeah. And even then, either way, if they're taking 4 days, they're using their own compensatory time. They're using PTO time. So we as the town are not out anything. They're using time that's entitled to them.
That's
mean-
if they have enough PTO.
Yeah, otherwise they just go without getting paid.
Some maybe wouldn't at
Yeah.
some point of the year, but
I guess to Georgette,
is that even necessary then to have the note?
the note.
well,
Yeah,
It
I
kinda
guess you don't
keeps
want-
them- It keeps them honest.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
well, and I think we don't currently have a situation like this.
Mhm.
Don't anticipate one,
No.
but if it were to, arise with a new employee that, that we needed grounds or
Mhm,
who was taking advantage.
mhm,
It gives you, a little leverage. I get it.
Stated at least, I don't know.
mhm, right.
Okay. All right, so change it to 4. I'm good. And you're adding less otherwise authorized by town. Okay.
So it kind of leaves it open that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for extenuating stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you want me to put a comma unless otherwise authorized?
Oh, right. It could be the same
This
sentence,
mark.
right? Comma position
yeah.
unless otherwise authorized by the town.
Okay.
So are you keeping it at 3 or are you moving it to 4 and then?
Moved it to
unless-
I already
4.
moved it to 4.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. All right. Oh, I guess we go right into failure to report to work for 3
Mhm.
consecutive days. So that more doesn't have to do with being sick, just if you're just not showing up and not telling anyone.
Mhm.
Okay.
The changes on 19 are the ones that we made, so we're good, right?
Hey, Meg, on that conflict of interest form, was
I'm right
there,
there too.
Does that exist?
yeah, is there, what did SBOA say on that or?
I was just thinking in my head that I need to talk to Chris Willoughby because the auditors, I believe, had said anybody who has a conflict needs to sign. them.
Yes.
So I believe I just need to probably distribute the form, which did
Mhm.
change. It was a different version than what we prior had in the past. So I just need to distribute that to every council when they change. So just so everyone can read through it and is aware that if, a project arises that somebody needed to sign it.
I
then that-
agree. I think it's better if it's documented than not, because I've had to do that in other situations too. And it doesn't mean you can't do it, but it needs to be disclosed. What,
Mhm. Mhm.
But
So-
there's no annual requirement for everyone. It's just when a conflict does exist.
My
It's usually- yeah.
understanding, but I can confirm that for Tristan.
Okay.
I'm due to work on some of that coming up here,
Mhm.
so.
So that form, should that be capitalized? Complete a conflict of interest?
I'm gonna make a note to
Form.
pull out the form and
Yep.
check that it's actually called
Yeah.
conflict of interest
Right.
form.
okay.
And then I'll come back in here and change it if it's a different title. And I will, I guess we can. You're thinking to capitalize the entire name?
Oh, yeah, because it
Conflict.
would be capitalized on the form, right? Whatever
Yes.
that,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
it
whatever
is.
it's called.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really think we need to put that I'll distribute it yearly, but if you guys want to, we can.
What are you talking about? Where?
No, I just,
I
if
think-
it's a requirement, I would, but if it's not required annually, then
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No, I think it's
It-
only required if a conflict
Yes,
exists.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I'll
It's really, it's only if anything changes that you would need a new form, so.
I think, Mark, you might be thinking of the yearly, what's that other form that we have to change our ordinance? It's more the handling of funds, handling of money, like the disclosure that's signed when you are a hired employee, and our ordinance stated that it had to be signed yearly, which we were not doing. So
Right.
we're changing our ordinance.
Okay.
So that's different than this conflict of interest, though.
To be picky, does it, would the intent, require a conflict versus the conflict form?
It's the
want to
same
be-
form that you would just fill out.
No, I meant as far as the article prior to conflict.
I think it is the
The,
conflict of interest form, correct?
okay,
Yeah, the conflict of, yeah, it's a
So-
specific one. It's
Yep.
not any form
Correct.
So change A to the.
to the, yeah.
Sure. Okay,
if that form exists.
it does. It's an
Which shall
SBOA
be
form.
filed.
Yeah.
Is there supposed to be a comma after filed? Is that why it doesn't like that?
Conflict of interest form.
Which shall be filed?
Comma, which shall be filed
I can
and
put a
on
comma.
record with the office.
Okay.
For some reason, it's not liking, it wants, here, it wants hyphens in between is what the correction is.
Okay.
Again, I'm gonna check on the name and make sure that that's actually what it's called.
Okay.
Okay,
The rest of that page should be.
where it says, so under, so the very top of page 23, there's a blue part. All public officials receive a copy of this policy from the office of the clerk treasurer within 30 days after their appointment or election to public office.
Mm-hmm.
It's adoption. Does that just need to go?
Let's see.
Correct.
Public registration.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Yep.
delete that.
Yeah. Let's get rid of that.
Yep.
That whole paragraph is gone.
The policy, the statement of, for disclosure of economic interest. Okay, so this will be, I think Kayla, Deanna and I are next, once we finish this review,
Mm-hmm.
need to work on finding all the places we reference a form and making sure it would be nice to have them all together and up to date,
Mm-hmm.
any appendix or any, so that's a whole nother part of this project.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't believe I have given a statement of disclosure of economic interest to council. Or sorry, it's to public officials. So maybe I signed that when I'll look into that.
Okay.
Guess it would just be me. It's clerk.
Yeah, I don't think I received a council member disclosure of relatives contract with the municipality, not that I have one, but
Well, that's what
yeah.
some of this might have been lost over time that we need
Just to
to
know that it exists and we should.
maybe
all be
just see
aware.
what's, I guess, is something like this required of the state board? I might need to look into that.
I think it makes sense to know.
Okay, so this is pages 22 and 23. Okay. I'll look into those. Oh, so this is where my note, and I don't think we ever came back to this. So the bottom of page 23 under ethics
Uh-huh.
seems to be some repetition from up above.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Just
Almost
pick
like
one.
the whole section
Yep.
needs
Yep.
to go. But I think I noticed it, but then didn't really make sure that it's all. So for example, that policy, the bottom bullet point about being reimbursed, a public official or employee from being reimbursed for expenses is the exact same paragraph as the last bullet point before employee responsibilities.
Yep.
I think it's
See that.
duplicated or something. Statement for disclosure. It's hard to see though when they're on different pages.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I almost think I need to print these two and just compare and possibly delete that entire second
Mhm.
part. Okay, so again, I'll make a note to print these. Okay, so I won't delete it yet till I confirm that it's all actually the same.
Okay.
Okay, but
Mhm.
I made a note of that too. Okay. Okay, so then I'm under forms. I don't know where everyone else. 5,
Mm-hmm.
why are we stating forms right there? We don't really do that anywhere
Yeah, 'cause
else.
I think JD has a thing incorporated into the appendix.
Okay,
Like if that
Right.
would make more sense, right?
e-documents /
Yeah, I would
I
definitely.
move that whole section.
Mm-hmm.
so just kind of put lines through it for now,
Yeah,
right? Seems kind of.
yeah, it's not that you don't want to have those forms listed,
Right,
but it could be at the end.
Maybe instead of lines, Meg, maybe just make a comment.
okay.
Yeah, just like JD said, incorporate into appendix.
Or is that good enough? Will we remember to do that, I guess? Maybe I can highlight it.
Yeah, maybe a better highlighted or something.
I don't know if it will let me, but. Let me undo that yellow, sorry.
Can you just make a note and then go back to it?
There's a note right here. It's just when we go to accept all the changes. I mean, we can come back to it. That's true. So.
Yeah, because if it's still there and highlighted, then you will go back to it automatically, right?
I will, or
And do we have to add that other form about conflict of interest?
right, but we're gonna put all the forms,
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Type good.
Mark, do you know of the handbook ever having forms right here? Like within,
Not that I recall, no.
okay, so I think it just makes sense that all the forms are in. I mean, we could we could reference,
Yeah,
I guess, how do we?
wanna give that in the, I mean, I think maybe noting them, but I don't know if you want to be able to click on through I mean, would there ever be enough?
Or on the forms, do we reference the handbook where they're talked about? So that people understand what they're for or who needs to sign them?
Right,
Like what makes it all,
yeah, I don't know, having.
you know,
them all.
having a stack of forms is
Yeah,
more whose responsibility are they? Who needs to sign them? How often do they need to be signed?
right, and then who's
Mhm.
collecting them and making sure, right? So I think if you put it out there, you might, and then, well, I already signed that one, well, what'd you do with it?
Can you put it in the appendix and then have pages and reference? Where for further,
Well, I think that would be much, I don't know.
Well, it's just
so
if
that they
we,
can
if we
refer
end up
to it.
updating the handbook again in, 3 to 5 years, or I
Mhm.
don't know how often
Yeah,
they're
where
supposed
did
to be
that
looked
come
at.
from?
It's just, we would just have
Have to
to
change those pages.
update the appendix. Right. Well, and I don't know how many forms, I guess that's a whole nother exercise, like, as I was saying, just how many forms are discussed in here and,
Yeah.
is it 10, is it 15? I think maybe Mark, Kayla and I can, and Deanna, I think I had given some forms to Kayla a while back, but she probably needs help and I need to look, maybe Mark and I can work on that together.
Yeah, and some of the forms we've been wanting to update as well. So, and we've been adding form numbers to the bottom of the forms.
Mhm.
So for better tracking.
Mhm.
So I think once we get this updated, then we go back through and take a look at the forms and add like a, directory appendix at the end related to the forms
Mhm.
with a list of them alphabetically.
Clean 'em up.
Mhm.
Yep,
Perfect.
that sounds good.
All right.
And then what about a footnote?
What'd you say?
What about putting a footnote?
I think we could definitely come back and reference forms if we wanted, maybe based on the form numbers, as Mark's saying,
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
great idea.
as opposed, but we could do it. That's an idea. Mark that down too. Okay. All right, so is everybody on kind of the information systems?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Collect and use.
Number 27.
Under the hacking, if you click it, it's recommending that we just start with hackers have been getting better, dropping the. Do we want to do that?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And better, do we just want to put getting better at
Yeah.
finding?
Mm-hmm.
Just repetitive.
I just realized there's a sentence that starts, the fairly recent hack of the North American pipeline was big news. Do we still want all that in there?
You know, that language, all of this language that's in here was provided to us by our IT vendor.
Mhm.
So we can take some of that out of there. I think they probably pulled a lot of it from some online sources.
Yeah, I think can pull that. That's just kind of,
Whatever you think, Mark, as our police chief.
Well, you know what, that would date the document. And that's something that's outdated.
Right.
You know, something, you know, that's not germane to the. intent
exactly.
of
It's
the-
kind of an aside, it's kind of background info for me. I don't know that that's,
That's not really needed, because we're all, you know, we keep up with all the latest. You know, so this doesn't add to, well, I don't think, really adds to the elucidating
Mhm.
document.
I guess you could also think of it, is it beneficial for a new employee to read this? Maybe that's another thought on whether we want to keep this or not.
I know I have to watch a video every year just in being a consultant, you know, for a company about this, so. Definitely important and germane, but
I mean,
I'm okay, Doug.
I guess we could start out like it's almost one of those for example statements.
yeah.
Yeah, if you say, for example. But then I still date it. Because there are other things that are even more
Right.
heinous.
They happen every day, right?
Yeah, because clearly it's not the fairly recent hack now.
no.
I don't know. So any suggestions on that one?
I'm just wondering if we need that entire line. Can we just move from,
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take it
yeah.
out.
Tactics and
Just start
tools.
with the tactics and tools.
be okay with
And you can
that?
say hackers instead of they, hackers
Yeah.
use, or, you
Yeah.
know, that would be redundant, hackers. They use to hack, that would make,
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, then we keep the kind of example.
And then are we keeping they are highly motivated? I mean, it's a little folksy. And I don't know, it just.
Yeah, I think just cleaning that up some's going to help.
Yeah. I don't think you need two bullets there.
How about just instead of they, hackers,
Yeah, that's what you saying. Yeah.
hackers?
Mhm.
You know, it sounds more professional.
Correct.
Yeah.
So which other part, are we not liking where I changed they to hackers? Hackers are just happy to extort a local
Yeah,
municipality.
Yeah, take all, you know what, maybe that whole need, you know, that needs to be looked at. And then just all the little.
all right, but let's just fix it and
Yeah.
move
right.
on. Because
Yeah, yeah.
we gotta, okay,
Yeah.
there, okay.
It's important information, and I think not only just for new employees, but as I said, I think this is
Mhm.
something that needs to be repeated annually. These reminders.
I think most of it's okay, minus like those two sentences.
Right.
So I'll work on those. I'm just reading through it. real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, just, yeah, you can make the changes.
I think the bottom, most of it's okay. I think it's really just that one or two sentences. So hackers, how do we want to change this?
And just happy to be.
How
you
about
know,
something like hackers
May,
go after or?
yeah, yeah. uh, or just say will extort a local municipality.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
good.
That's nice.
So it's not happy.
That's it. I know.
Exactly. And then,
Hackers will extort a local community or county. Similarly or the same. Or a local municipality or county.
Just say local municipality is what any other small or large business, I mean, county doesn't even matter, right?
right.
Mhm.
As well as-
And I don't think we
Yeah.
have to say again.
Mhm. Yeah, just say your IT department.
It's gonna say. Yeah, okay.
You know, that's statement is just too verbose.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And then we don't have to say the problem, we just. say we
Right.
Use the internet from work,
Mhm.
and we are using the wide open information.
Sorry,
Correct.
so what on that line? Where it
So
starts?
the problem is,
Huh.
Take that out.
just say if, right?
Yeah, start with if we use the internet.
If we or you? If we,
Or if used.
Yep.
Yeah.
if the internet
Is
Is.
used
for
for work.
work,
Mhm.
and then
Then are
we,
using
we don't want we in there.
Because the language is inconsistent with the rest of it.
Exactly, exactly. This is definitely,
The internet
Plug,
is used for work. Is used for work, then we are using the wide open information highway where the hackers live and work.
I don't think we want to say we.
Then the
For work.
information,
Internet is
yeah.
used for work. And then, then. Then you are left open.
Then there is a wide open information.
Yes.
highway.
Then there is.
A wide open information highway. Take out the using. A wide open information highway where the hackers live and work.
Then there is a wide, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we need to say rule number
No.
one. Just say, start with,
Well, then they go into rule number 2 after that though,
Yeah.
so,
okay.
I mean, we can get rid of the rules, that's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't like
Just
that.
I
say,
don't like it either. Just say, it isn't, or just say,
That highlighted, do not click should tell it all.
Mm-hmm.
so identifying and taking extra precautions. Is that better?
Yep,
Mhm.
Identifying and taking extra precautions to protect and safeguard sensitive data.
Mhm.
Well, that doesn't work either.
Network sure.
Employees should identify and take
mm-hmm.
for municipalities. What do you like better?
I think employees. All of us,
Mhm.
all the
You know,
employees.
employees sound good because it puts the responsibility
Mhm.
back on the
Mm-hmm,
individual
mm-hmm.
versus a municipality, because then that means that we have to oversee
Mm-hmm.
each individual person. So by putting that responsibility on the individual,
And take
they
out rule
are
number 2
subject to.
Mm-hmm.
and just say, do not do anything on your PC that allows the cyber criminal easy entry.
And do we want to say device? I mean, I don't know if we want to get,
Yeah,
you know, because you could
PC
be,
or device.
you know, you could be
Mhm.
looking on your, I don't know, if employees take home, I mean, I'm sure you. take
Well,
your laptop
we-
home. Are there
I don't have a town one. I think Mark might. Do you have
You
a
have a town?
town?
device? Yeah.
I,
Are you the only
Oh.
one?
No, all of our police cars have laptops.
Okay.
Carter, Honor have laptops, so they're spread throughout the
Do we
town.
say PC or device or just leave it at
Device.
PC?
They can be on their phone, correct?
Yeah, I would say electronic device, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Device.
That
because
sounds
you
good.
click on, you can click something on your phone.
Yeah.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
Which we started this year working with our IT vendor where we send out, we did it this spring, a phishing email to all our employees to see who clicks on any, spam and that. And we only had 2 employees that, did the actual act of clicking it on. And then we use it as educational. Then
Good,
we sit down with the employees one-on-one. So,
that's great.
yeah, so we're doing it as a training.
Yeah, well, that was great.
Okay.
And the number one excuse we heard was I was in a hurry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
Well.
We
great.
all are.
Yep.
Much going on. Okay, so I didn't change that rule 1. Oh, I did. Okay, so we need to. Oh, employees. Okay, so get rid of this. All right, so maybe start at the same hacking and just read through it quickly. Does it all sound okay? Same hacking software and tools that are used to hack check organizations.
Um, the sentence, since there is always some small chance that cyber criminals can get into our PCs, network servers, then we need to be prepared that it's either or servers, comma, then we need, I mean, is that sentence right? It seems,
And or
yeah, network or servers,
servers.
I don't know.
Fine.
Or servers we need, or just servers, comma, maybe no then, just we need to be prepared. It just didn't seem right before. I think it can take, I don't know, do we need then? Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, do you need the comma after network when you have a conjunction?
No, you don't need that comma, yeah.
Do you want me to get rid of then? The word
Well,
then?
just a comma after network or servers, comma, then we need to be prepared. I think that's better. The comma just was in the wrong place.
It has the semicolon.
It's actually Xed out, but it's hard to see.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think we're okay.
It's fine then.
Okay.
All right.
We must have missed that paragraph the first time around.
Mhm.
Or regarding, never mind.
Mhm. Does this have to be double spaced?
Like in between?
Yeah, because consistent with the other bullets.
I mean, I
Okay, I
think there
see.
is a
Okay.
big space, but.
Yeah. No, further down. Yeah, these
Oh,
are,
like don't double space them, you mean?
yeah.
Um, So Georgetta just said, do we want, there's about a space and a half in between, so on the bottom of page 31, top of 32, where it says specific policies and procedures.
Mhm.
Do we want the space in between each of those bullet points? If you scroll down a little bit to the various types of disciplinary action, there's no spaces in between.
Yeah, the spacing is inconsistent.
Right, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
We
don't
don't
think we
need
need
it.
the spaces because,
Okay, so
Or
let me
reach out
see
to
if I
60.
can.
Yeah, because then there isn't, yeah.
yeah. Good catch.
I'm just noticing at the bottom of 32, again, another mention of a form, the Town of Long Beach Personnel Counseling Disciplinary Action Form. Does that exist?
I've never seen it.
Oh, see, that's a little
No.
scary.
I didn't get that to change, actually.
Well, maybe that's something you can do later
And
on.
again, that one is, so, that, also that form is, italicized. I feel like we've gotta,
Does
all the
change
forms have to
separate.
either be capitalized and italicized or,
Right.
right?
Those,
Chief isn't sure that form. exists.
Yep.
okay, got rid of
Or
that
even wanna
space.
mention.
Doesn't it look better?
Sorry, where's everyone at now?
We're at,
The form.
page 32, any action
Oh,
of
okay.
discipline taken.
Got it.
We're not sure that form exists. So should it even be referenced? Because, you know, you can have a written reported disciplinary action. I think that would be enough with the employee and both individuals shall sign and date the written report. You can just document what the issue is and
Well, and JD's note says, does this exist? Again, how about I highlight it yellow? How about as we continue, if we see any forms, maybe we
Okay.
just highlight them and
Yep.
it'll say.
otherwise just take out the reference to it.
Do you mind if we check before we?
Correct.
Remove it,
Yes,
is
I
that
agree.
okay?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay,
And also right here, should that be a
That's
capital
good.
F? The previous
Yes.
forms have a capital F.
yes. Okay, I fixed that and then.
Yeah, most of the time on letters of reprimand, letters of suspension, typically been putting it on the town letterhead and then typing out the entire document.
Yeah.
Changed the page on me, okay. It's now the top of 32.
And it corrected that word.
I did that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. Tina made a change on 33.
Yep, that's where I'm at as
Yep.
well.
Alcohol and drug.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mark, do we do drug testing? Is that like a,
Only with cause, and then we do it for pre-employment.
okay,
So either pre-employment or for cause.
Spacing.
Mhm.
So just right here, the spacing, you want that to go
Mhm.
up higher?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
just-
that I can just.
I think on 35, behavior is underlying.
What else?
Hold on, I'm doing something real quick.
unless you say it. Where a specific behavior, right? Or,
Yeah, a specific behavior.
Mhm. Or specific behaviors. Yeah, I like A if we're doing.
Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm, mhm. But what they want to do is to give you.
then
the
we have
three-
missing drug.
Mm-hmm.
The three sentences, you should not break into a paragraph. if you
After
go
this,
ahead.
you mean?
No, you're fine, that's just my,
But
Pick it
you
up.
just want this space gone.
yeah,
right?
uh-huh.
So under the health and safety portion on 34,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
alcohol and drug-free workplace,
Right.
unless
Because
I'm missing it
explaining
farther down in there.
this, post.
If it is determined that an employee is impaired from using a prescription drug, do we also want to include the alcohol in that portion?
So can we make it more generic?
Bec-
Can we just say?
Because we're limiting it just to prescription drugs there.
But that's a specific reason though, because then it goes in through the ADA accommodation. So that's why it wouldn't be appropriate necessarily to mention alcohol
For
at that
alcohol.
point.
Maybe it's farther in there. I'm just worried about, I want to make sure we cover the alcohol portion too.
Unless you could say the ADA would be putting them in rehab or something if they have a problem. I'm just, that's the only thing. Third. Yeah, so if they came. Yeah, I don't know. If it would alcohol fit with the rest.
No, don't want that. I don't know.
I'm
This is-
sorry, I'm
this is
sorry.
a mess. No, it's fine, it's not your fault. These things are annoying. Won't let ya.
But it says in the next place,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you're suspected
have
of
to come back to
violating
this one.
alcohol and drug-free work.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it may be, that's where it's covering it then.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sorry.
Where are you guys at now?
We're on page 34 under.
Okay.
Health and safety.
Yeah, alcohol and
Drug-free
drug-free
workplace.
Mm-hmm.
continued.
Yeah, I think to answer my question, it's covered then on 36.
Mm-hmm. But there's a question about a specific behavior that over
Yeah.
specific behaviors. We have to change something.
Mhm. Okay. That's page 35. Under reasonable suspicion test. It should either be a specific behavior or a specific behavior. So under where, you know, before
Mhm.
before specific, it should be up, but should be in.
A
No, yeah, not before behavior.
will be,
Before specific.
let's see.
Defined as a situation where a specific behavior facts in it in parentheses.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that listing of substances, there's a entity.
Just-
I don't know if you just want to move that up or was something there and you took it out at the bottom of the list. Methodology,
Mhm.
yeah. Probably there should be a space before the next section of health and safety.
You did good.
Under, after analysis of urine.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
you think?
Yeah, I think the spacing,
Oh, that all worked
this
out
file
well?
does not do
Yeah.
well. I was just
Alright.
worried. So I can go back, once we accept all the changes.
Yeah, I think the spacing's gonna all change because we're taking out paragraphs,
Yeah.
so let's not focus on that,
We can
right?
come back on that. Yep.
No, she. can
That's easy.
Do it.
Yeah.
later.
Fix, yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Like we have a paragraph, so page 37 dash
Yeah, what's that?
happened there, but I guess I can replace with the town of Long Beach. Oh, right here maybe is where it went instead of we. So the town of Long Beach also recognizes. That better? Okay,
Yep.
I think that's what he was trying to do. Again, I don't know what happened. JD says deleted CE policy, workplace policy. Oh, okay, so it's saying to support our employees, our drug-free workplace encourages employees to help. Okay. Wonder if I can, yeah, that's fine then. It's just, it'll get cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at, Meg?
Right above health and safety, bottom of page 37. It's just the way I mean, I could reject it and redo it and it would be a little better, but where workplace policy is Xed out
Oh,
under,
okay.
under assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all fine, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We can keep going.
Do all employees receive a written copy of the alcohol and drug-free workplace policy?
Kind of think they do, but I can check on that too.
Mm-hmm. And is that I know it's not a form, but it's something else that seems like might need to be.
Mark,
I
do you know
think
the answer off the
employees
top of your head?
Yeah, I think it's just the handbook.
Okay,
Yeah, the handbook itself.
so
is-
signing the handbook would then.
Yep.
Mhm.
So I guess the best point then on page 39, under alcohol and drug-free workplace continued, where it says all employees will receive a written copy of the policy. Should it be the handbook?
Yeah.
Contained
Handbook.
in the handbook,
Mhm.
Yeah,
or
within
what'd you say?
written copy of the policy, which is in this handbook or something, you
But
know,
Do,
or should it be
so,
separate?
are we printing these and handing them and making employees sign them and return them? I mean,
We do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the last update was, but this one definitely will, and
Yep.
that is the policy, I
So-
believe.
Because the signed acknowledgement form then goes in their personnel file once they date and sign the
I would
form.
Agree 100%. So, they're really not receiving a written copy of the, I mean, so,
Maybe something along the lines of it will be reviewed
Yeah, just the
within the-
second line. maybe.
within the handbook.
The policy where we, yeah, just to make sure.
So are we taking out the will receive a
The
written
first one,
copy?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, so the copy is contained in the handbook.
correct.
so.
They
it
sign,
needs
They
be
have to sign
reviewed.
that, right?
but it will be reviewed during
Yes.
the orientation.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, that should be sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna say employees will review.
The policy
But
will
he-
be reviewed in orientation sessions
But
with
he
new
has to-
employees.
Policy. Oh, so don't even
Yeah,
put.
right.
Yeah,
Okay,
just take
sorry.
out that whole.
Yep, just the first.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Kind of already looked at that.
Right, do we want to say the policy contained within this handbook will be reviewed? And is that done? I mean, we want to make sure we're,
What was your question? Sorry.
I don't know, I might be getting too nitpicky here.
Because if you read the first part of it.
Yeah.
To ensure on, the policy.
Right. Okay.
They'll talk
Yep.
about what we-
Taken in its entirety, it
Mhm,
makes sense.
mhm. But I see that to ensure that all employees are aware of the role of supporting our, and then this is in capital, alcohol and drug-free workplace policy. That's just a section of the, okay.
Right,
I'm-
the whole
Yep,
thing.
okay, I'm liking that.
Do you want to say the policy contained within the handbook
That's
will
what I mean,
be reviewed?
but I think we are, if we, let's,
This is the handbook, so I'm here.
we're all,
We can just say supporting our
so
alcohol
you say,
policy.
to ensure all employees are aware of their role in supporting our alcohol and drug-free work policy. The policy will be reviewed in orientation sessions with new employees. I
Or you
think
can
that's
say
good.
it is in the handbook. And that policy will be reviewed at orientation. So they know that it's in the handbook.
Right.
So to make sure that you don't gloss
Mhm.
over that. as you're
Mhm.
reading your hand-
But this is the handbook,
Yeah, right.
right?
Uh-huh.
So,
You like that or no?
wait, let's think about this for a second. To ensure,
Here,
Yeah, Meg just put in something.
like that or no, though? Policy contained within the handbook will be reviewed in orientation sessions with new employees.
great,
You like that?
great,
Mhm.
Okay.
clean. All right.
Perfect.
Right, excellent.
I'm fine with her change.
Yep.
Profile of the
Mhm.
ADA accommodation.
Oh, here's another form under safety and.
Mm-hmm.
Is there such a form, the Town of Long Beach Accident Incident Report Form?
Mm,
Don't know.
I think maybe back in the day there was.
All right,
Well,
we need to
then-
highlight that one.
Yeah.
I just say all accidents and incidents should be documented in writing. I think that's
Yeah.
enough. Leave it at that.
Yeah, I would
Go
agree.
under which part? I'm looking for that form and I don't, Where's it at?
Let's see what. It's under health and safety, accident, incident reporting.
Right, we need to go back. Let's go back up because I just have a question. I don't have that work from home. Are we all?
yeah,
good
that's
with
what I'm on right
the
now.
Work from home
You were a little ahead.
requests?
Okay.
Okay, so she's got a note off to the right. Tina does.
I think that looks good.
Mhm. All this is just line outs, so. Next, we go to health, the safety and accident incident reporting.
You got rid of that whole section. Okay.
Okay, so let's start. An accident resulting in personal injury outside of immediately reported to department head. Such reports are necessary to comply. All accidents and incidents should be documented in writing. And, okay, and submitted to the department head or I think there's all, who's all accidents and incidents should be documented in writing. And reviewed with the department head. I mean, I think there needs to be one other part of that sentence and then
What part are you at, Cindy? Where?
the last paragraph.
On 40,
44 right now.
All accidents and incidents should be documented in writing. And then we're getting rid of the preferred accident form. But I think there should be more than that. Documented writing and what?
This, yeah,
submitted to. Accident should be documented in writing.
Mike Conasec had it submitted to the town admin,
Yeah.
Yeah, or commission.
but it does say in that next sentence, this form is completed by the department head and forwarded to the town administrator for review. Is that?
Whatever makes sense, but it has, I just think there's something else that
mm-hmm,
other than documented in writing. But then get rid of the form part.
mm-hmm.
Okay, now.
Well, I'm gonna check on that form
Okay, yeah,
first
the-
and then I'll get rid of it. But what else are you referring to needs to be added? Like in what
Well,
sense?
If there is no form, I just think the
Oh.
first sentence, all accidents and incidents should be documented in writing and forwarded to the town administrator or the department head and. town
Submitted
administrator.
to, yeah, or,
Well, and that's the second sentence. So if the form doesn't exist,
Oh, it
then,
does, okay.
then we'll just combine those two sentences.
All right, so we'll, yeah,
Okay, here, I'll extend my highlighting
yeah,
to the
once we know
full end of
about the
that.
form, we can
Yep.
review that.
good.
Okay, my experience, and I did have several accidents on the job,
Mhm.
where there was somebody fell into the cracks is when it's not uniform
In a form.
And if it's in a form, then you see everything, all the checks, everything is legal, check off, check off.
Mhm.
And it's when, it's not when there's something not put there, like the date, where, you know, you have to make sure
Mhm.
that the administrator knows what needs to be put in there,
Mhm.
or that there's a form that's easy to
Mhm.
just check it off, and this is what we need to do.
Great.
Because that's where there's suits.
Mhm.
Although I felt that I could not sue my university, you know, but I was definitely advised that I should, but I didn't. But that clears the university, because then they'll say, well, what's the
That makes
disposition of
sense.
this?
Yeah, okay,
Mhm.
so we'll look for that form.
Yeah, because in a court of law, they're gonna look for that. So that's your,
And I think
is
with,
that right, Mark?
Yeah, because there's certain forms that we use for our insurance company too, for the workman compensation side. When there's an injury, and then we have to classify the injury and then list what'll prevent the injury from occurring in the future, things of that nature. So
Right.
I think to Cindy's point on all accidents and incidents should be documented in writing by the department head and reported to the town administrator.
Just so, yeah. The
Yep.
responsibility
everybody's
is
on the same
clear.
page.
Yeah.
By the department head and reported to the town administrator.
Yes.
Add
then-
that, and then we'll fix up the yellow highlighted.
then we might not need the next sentence, correct? If,
Correct,
Yeah.
that's what I,
right, okay, good. Okay.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you want me to change it to the performance?
I was just thinking,
Okay.
On 45, I like how she added the as long as the concern is reported before conduct by,
yes.
Mhm.
that fits.
Yep, that's where we are too.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We're under compensation. Okay, so requested is underlined because I think it should just be request information.
Correct.
And then the,
Okay,
And then lodging expenses,
where are you at that?
the next paragraph.
Next, oh, okay.
You wanted expenses, Beth?
Well,
urges.
That's what it recommended.
yeah, that's what I would,
Are you on the top of 46? Is that what you're talking about?
so under employee expense reporting, after the next paragraph, after Tina's, if the insert,
Uh-huh.
you see that reimbursable expenses for overnight
Mhm.
stays include lodging expenses.
Oh, right, I fixed that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fixed, okay.
Okay.
Or Mark did maybe, okay.
This is the fun part.
Mhm.
Here we go.
Say everything else, get into the more difficult.
Do you agree with that, Mark? The calculation, about the calculation?
Calculation where?
from
Well, her
Tina.
notes, it requires that a 14-day work period overtime
Oh, I'm sorry.
paid for hours over 85.5. You can set the trigger lower, since you're paying a little more overtime, but you can't set it higher.
I didn't make it there yet. So you're in compensation
Yeah, sorry,
for overtime?
Overtime.
overtime.
Oh, I see. 'Cause it was
Mhm.
84 hours, and she said it could be up to 85.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still looking for her comments. I'm sorry. What page are her comments on?
Well, it's in relation to the overtime. It started with a
It's the-
comment by Michael Con.
It's the top of 47,
Yeah. And he's gonna
bottom of 46.
Okay.
do that a
so
little
it's about-
different than mine.
Yeah, same.
Because the way we do it now, our deputies work 84 hours in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And
that's
we-
fine. She's just saying it can't be over 85.5. But you're
Right.
fine at 80.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just nice to know.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer Mike's question, we are legal at 84 hours.
Correct.
Now, Mark, when we, the other day, I guess we'll get to holiday pay and all that stuff
Sure.
as we go here and make sure it's
When we're talking about that Austin with like Austin.
right. And do we have it spelled out well enough for
Right.
employees and, right, what we're actually doing? Okay, so seems like we're okay on this section. Any other comments?
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
And we were, if you recall, well, I guess it's coming up where we removed. Because in the past, the town did not pay the overtime if you also took PTO in that pay period. But we've now since removed that. And that is our practice, that even though you had PTO hours and you also worked overtime on a different day, that you still get paid the overtime. So I believe as a board, we're all okay with making that change. That is a higher cost to the town
Mhm.
for all full-time employees. So that includes marshals and street and water.
Okay.
We'll get down to that. I think it's coming, but so we added that blue line, the additionally.
Where are you at, Meg?
So I'm still at the top of 47, kind of by the marshals. Is that line necessary?
The additionally, any deputy marshal who works over,
Mm-hmm.
I just put it in there so for clarity. That was one thing we added last time when we were reviewing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it kind of goes to the point of the 84 hours, but then that line kind of clarifies it.
Because I guess that, to me, it just is the fact that it's under just the marshals section. Because isn't that the case? That line is just stating our overtime policy.
Right.
So I mean, I guess we can leave it. It's just,
I don't think it hurts anything by leaving it in there.
I guess we just need to be consistent under the other, for
Mhm.
any other employees too. Is it clear enough?
Yeah, and I think there we could put, any employee who works over their normal 8-hour shift shall be compensated for that time in the form of overtime pay.
Does that go against, so the 84 hours if it's just one day? Or what?
No, it would be on the 80-hour employees, not the marshals, because the marshals are on the 84 schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, all others would be 80 hours.
Because we basically have the line up above that's for all full-time
Mhm.
employees except marshals.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the marshals. Basically, is the line right above the blue line that starts with additionally, is the italicized line, are those the same? Are they repetitive, or are we okay just leaving that clarification that was added? Yeah, I'm fine with it, Mark.
Yeah, I'm
If it's
okay with it
more
too.
clarifying, it clarifies it better,
But
that's fine.
again, we might have to do it later if,
For the 8-hour employees.
yeah.
For the regular, yeah. I mean, do you want me to add that now up there? So it says 1.5 times straight time rate for all hours over 40 hours in a work week. I guess it is right here because we removed the word worked. Okay, so is everyone okay with
Yep.
me putting that exact
Yes.
same
Mhm.
line?
Yes.
Except not saying additionally, I'm just gonna say,
Correct.
Mhm.
okay. And I'm gonna change it from 12-hour shift to 8-hour shift. We call them full-time.
Meg, while I'm thinking of it, because I'm in the closing out 2025 mood, did we get the invoice from the labor attorney for her work yet?
Yes, I did already pay her
Okay, good. I just
a week or two ago, I think.
wanted to make sure we got it yet this year.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to ask her for it, like if we had any follow-up, but it just came in the mail.
Okay, wonderful.
So it's paid. I think it was $849 and change.
Very good.
So it was under the 1,000, which is
Wow,
good.
that's kind of amazing.
And it seems like when I initially read through this after she emailed it back to us, unless we have some big question that comes up, I don't think we need to utilize her again, but we always could if we have a
Sure.
question or two, but
So there's no final review, attorney,
I
where we
I
print.
don't think we need
No?
to.
yeah, I mean, we have her changes, so
Okay.
I think if we were gonna
I'm good
go
with that.
against any of her changes, then
Well, we went against one of her changes, which was
the general
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
the general part. But she gave us that option, I think.
yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna make this change here. So 1.5 times straight time rate for all hours over 40 hours in a work week. Hour shift. Is everyone okay with what I added there in purple? Under. It's the italicized under, now is that confusing any full-time employee who is not a marshal? Or is this just making it more?
Instead of employees, just go with employee.
Any. Well, it is only full-time, but we're essentially separating all other full-time employees from marshals in this,
Right.
right? So
Yeah, I think that's fine.
oh, it says right at the top, except for town marshals. So we're
Mhm.
fine. We'll leave it how it is there if everyone's okay with that.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I think we're good on that section.
You know what? I need to use the restaurant. I don't know if we need a. Where is?
So it's right out to the right. Yep,
Oh,
right
I'm
to the
sorry.
left.
okay, no worries.
So we are on page 48.
Okay.
It's a little before almost 11. How is everyone? What's our best route here? Do you want to?
I'd like to keep going, but it's up to everybody else. What your time commitments are. I mean, I
I'm
feel
okay.
like it's not that much more, really, you know.
I can go for like another 40 minutes. I got to leave around 11:35 to go to a meeting.
All
Yeah,
right,
I can go that long as well.
Yeah.
That's fine.
let's see if we can do it.
Do you have to go?
Yeah, the only thing I have to do is that I don't need to.
This way?
The only thing I had planned today, it's, it's flexible.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're done at 11:35, does that work? Okay, good. See if we can do it.
All right, well, we can try to speed up.
Are you up to pay period, payday, paychecks?
Hold on, I kind of went ahead to see how much we had left. Yes, I'm past that, so if we. Yeah, I think all of this is okay.
Mhm.
Beth, we're gonna keep going for another half hour or so, if that's okay.
I'm great.
All right. So we're kind of right at the top of page 50.
Okay.
The stuff up ahead was all okay. It's
What's the headline there?
employee benefits general statement.
Okay, I'm there. We took out social security before. Do we want to do that
She took it out where?
earlier? Mark, was
Yeah,
it?
yeah, that was for the general part-time. But for the full-time, Social Security would apply.
Okay.
So we still have. There's the asterisk on a couple of those, and that is because they are down below. So the benefit programs listed above with an asterisk each have a summary plan description and or informational benefit booklet.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone knows as you're reviewing that, that's why there's the asterisk. And we don't currently offer vision, right, Mark? Or no, we don't offer dental.
Yeah, but we're looking at it for our renewal.
Oh, we said, so we'll leave that because we're gonna look into it and hopefully get it.
Yeah, it needs a minimum of two employees.
So do you see her comment? We deleted the,
Yeah. Don't, because it changes.
right.
I don't have all that detail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that. Just.
But
benefit
did she
plans can
actually
change.
make changes? I don't see her.
Well, she said the recommendation is to delete this and not include so much detail about benefit plans.
Oh, the whole table?
Yep, since benefit plans can change annually, but employee handbooks usually do not change that frequently. It's better to include details like this benefit summary.
So then, Mark, employees would have to go to the email you and I would send them once we receive the yearly
Renewal.
booklet from
Yep,
the insurance provider.
I'd agree.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Mhm.
just 2 seconds. Mark, I vouch for dental care because that is one of the most important parts of systemic care.
Yeah.
That is one of the areas where you lose a lot of man hours to dental problems.
No, thank you. Yeah, we're looking at adding that as our renewal for January. And some of the employees now are finally interested in paying for the premium where before they were not. And when we told them we only needed 2 or more employees, so we have at least 2 or more that are interested now. So,
Thank you.
Okay, so in that table is the perf and the Hoosier Start at the bottom.
Mhm.
So up above that is just pretty much the health, vision, dental. So do we need to say anything? Those percentages of perf and and then the 200 annual?
well, you have the 200,
That-
200's listed up above, Meg.
Okay,
We added that last time we typed it in. Under the, right at the top.
I guess the health savings is in there, so I guess employees need to know all of this information somehow. So if we're gonna remove that table, we just need to make sure we're covered for things besides the health and vision and dental. Oh, I see the 200, yep. What about, so then perf, let's see. Do we want to just add the percentage for perf under, I mean, that hasn't changed in many years, and if it were to change,
The 3% the employee pays or
well,
both?
both, yeah. Cause
The-
like if we're gonna remove that table, that's not listed in here anywhere then. Then are we okay with that? Cause the health can change, but I don't anticipate perf changing. Well, I guess you never know, but
Right.
I would agree though, Meg. I think we need to list the life insurance and the health savings account because both of those are provided as the fringe benefits package. And it would be nice to have it listed in here as reference. I think to her point, the healthcare portion changes. But yes,
we are so small, I guess.
I think her point was you could have a separate listing and then they get it every year when it's enrollment time.
Right,
So,
like maybe make a,
a general statement and have all the specifics on a separate form that they get upon hiring and then during enrollment every year, like a review of benefits.
Okay, so I guess at time of hire or yearly, are they told the perf percentages somehow?
It should be listed on the
Mhm.
table.
Well, so are we keeping part of the table? We're just gonna remove the health, vision and
Well,
dental?
it may be just a separate form. Not
Like
even
a
in here. but
Part of
it-
the appendix?
Yeah, goes with the handbook.
So that we
but
can
not part of
update-
the handbook.
We can update that.
Because I agree,
appendix.
this is so subject.
Hmm?
that, I think a general
So-
statement of benefits and then a separate table that spells it out would be,
So it would maybe be an appendix that pretty much has the same info, but we can easily change the appendix without having to redo the handbook.
or just have it a separate form.
So your concern is that they're not gonna see it, right? If
Yeah,
it's a
they just
separate
need to
form?
know.
Like, who's sending
Yes.
that out
Yes.
annually is your concern or,
Well, I know last year was my first time doing the health
right?
and I emailed the document that shows this to all the employees, which is for health, that's fine. But again, for these other items, how, who, and it's actually not even called Hoosier Start anymore. We probably should change that to nationwide. Or no, it's not. Is it nationwide? No, yeah, it is.
Meg, on,
Like life insurance is
Yeah.
through standard insurance. I guess maybe we don't care. To your point, it can change if, whether it's Anthem
Right.
or some other insurance provider.
You can change providers. I mean, I think
Mhm.
they're,
hey, Meg,
Mhm.
on the, I'm back on 50,
Okay.
where it says the following is a list of benefit programs available upon start date of regular full-time and regular part-time employees. When I look at like the life insurance, I see there's an asterisk there. Life insurance we don't have for the part-time employees.
So that's not accurate then.
No.
Oh.
The only ones enrolled on the life insurance, $50,000 are all the full-time employees.
So and we cut that out, regular full-time and regular part. Oh,
Well, and for the perf, right below that, we added the line, the following benefit programs. Oh, that says mandatory for regular full-time. I guess should we explicitly say it's only for regular full-time for both of those?
yes. It should spell.
I guess,
Yeah, I don't want to be caught in a position where a regular part-time employee, something happens to them and we have a family member comes to us with the handbook and
Yeah.
is looking for a policy we've never had for them.
well, and we have a little blip about perf and Hoosier Start, but then we don't, the only reference to life insurance is in that table. Or the health, or is health savings down more? Let's see. Jury duty.
And then the health savings, only full-time employees can pay into
Right,
the health savings account.
seems like we need to.
yeah, it needs a little work, right?
Yeah.
We all agree to
Yeah.
that, so in the essence of time, do we want to leave this little section and keep
Mhm.
going?
Yeah.
So that
So highlight
we
this.
can-
Yeah,
Right,
this
yeah.
whole thing, I think we need 2 charts, full-time, part-time,
Right.
list their benefits.
Cause we
So,
can maybe,
there's no
so let's, well, I guess much of this is the rest of the handbook, but
Yeah. Let's leave that part.
Yeah, I just don't want to mislead anyone
Right.
on the benefits.
Needs maybe a little more attention.
well, and I think we need to decide if it's all staying together, because the health is kind of separate from, these are different types of benefits, really.
Right.
That, yeah,
So do we just want to jump to the bereavement leave then?
maybe. Are you guys
Yeah,
okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Let's keep
Yep.
going and then
Yep.
that'll be our last,
Yep.
okay. Since we're on a roll.
Okay, I don't like, at the bottom, the department head will approve or disapprove of the request based on current business needs and staffing requirements. Couldn't it say something, the department head will base approval based on the current business needs and staffing requirements? I think that sounds so much
Yep.
better.
Well, base.
Well-
approval.
I mean, it sounds like approve or
Yeah.
disapprove, it's like we'll base approval of the request, on the staffing needs or,
Yeah. I like that.
Uses twice and we'll.
Okay, is that better? I got rid of the second based, so. So the department head will base approval of the request on current business needs and staffing requirements. Okay,
Or dependent on current. Instead of based on, again, you could just say dependent on current business needs and staffing.
do you like how it is, or do you want me to say dependent on?
I like dependent on.
Yeah, dependent.
So the department head will base approval. Or what do you want me to say exactly?
Of the request dependent on current business needs and staffing required.
Dependent on, so just add that word. Okay, okay. Done.
Holidays. Holiday pay.
No
Mhm.
dictation coming up, so we're okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Do you see what I added under the life insurance?
Yeah, that's good. And then if we're removing the table, then that's our one reference to
Right.
life. Does that match the table? Let's see, up to 50,000. Yes, is the right side of that table just incorrect? Where it says 100% above 50? So under life insurance, I think that just needs to be deleted, that
Oh,
100%.
okay. If they want more than 50%, the employee has to pay 100%.
Or is that the employee column? Oh,
Right.
yeah. Oh, so maybe that stays then. Okay. Sorry, misunderstood. Yeah, that's good, Mark. Retirement. I'll look up that ordinance too. I'm making a note.
Okay, are we moving on to jury duty? Then we've got Tina.
The ERC, and I totally agree with her.
Yep,
It's a one-off.
yep.
Just don't even put it in there.
Where are we at? Jury duty?
Just past it, special. A. ERC.
Subpoenas. We thought we were doing something good to put it in.
Mhm.
I just think, Meg, on that retirement healthcare, we just need to put that ordinance in there.
Yep, I made a note to look
Yeah.
up what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You guys are already on jury duty?
Yeah, but that's okay. But yeah, that has to be updated, the retirement health insurance. Because it's provided with cost sharing. It's not exactly available.
Which part are you on, Cindy?
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's something the retirement health insurance, the way it reads now. provides for retired officers with 20+ years of service. Isn't it, we did the cost sharing, right? The premium is,
I guess, are you way ahead or am I?
I'm way behind. Mark just brought it up, so I,
Oh, there it
You
is.
went back?
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Back to
went
what Mark
back, I'm like,
added.
oh, this isn't right,
Yeah.
but we could review that
Yeah.
when we go over the benefits again.
Okay. Okay, so
You know what I
now
mean, though? Just
Yeah.
highlight it so that we go back to that
highlight the,
retiree health insurance.
I mean, I could highlight the whole section. I think we
Yeah, the
know,
whole text
well-
section has,
but I think we know that, right?
okay, yeah, just.
Yeah.
Starting with just the, where they're listed out, because again, on the list, the,
I think maybe we can take a line or two out of the ordinance and put it in there and then have them refer to the ordinance for, full details.
Yeah, yeah.
But Cindy's right, it is cost sharing, so we don't want them to think they're getting 100% provided.
But yeah, that's what will
okay.
benefits.
Okay, so past those items, I think bereavement looked okay. Mark added those 2 lines that we'll kind of come back to.
Mhm.
And then, so now we're on holiday pay.
Good.
Mark, are you different than the chief marshal or is that you?
No, I'm the chief marshal.
Okay, and
Mitch
so,
would be the chief deputy marshal.
so under the town marshals section, it ends with saying, and it is approved by the chief marshal. Because we're kind of consistent with calling it
Mhm.
town administrator. Do we want to just leave that? So it's under the town marshal's holidays. Under, right before regular part-time
So
employees.
you just want to add town administrator in there?
Instead of chief marshal.
It's just not consistent.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Mhm, I agree.
Town.
By the town administrator?
Mhm.
Like, to me, I would need to check if that meant Mitch because it's referring to officers or if
Uh-huh.
it means you as, okay. Just a small change.
Good catch. Yeah, no, that's good.
If Mark needs anything approved, he comes to us.
Let's see.
Mark, do you know, or does anybody know these limits of the hours worked? Is
Yeah.
that,
I want to say that was developed just by previous managers of the town that just came up with a number of hours, I believe.
okay,
I don't think it's any type of Fair Labor Standards Act or anything like that.
okay.
I think it's
I
one
mean,
of
our
those.
employees right now are very consistent. It becomes a bit laborious, if you will, if someone, but I think it still can be realistic once I learned it and understand what I need to do. It's running a report every time there's a holiday to see if
Right.
these employees have worked enough hours to merit the holiday pay. So as long as we all think it seems okay, as opposed to just saying I guess it's kind of moot right now because our employees do have set schedules and are typically working enough hours. So I haven't really been needing to check lately. But I guess it did apply to my prior employee.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we can just leave it. She was typically not qualifying and do we think that's fair? Is that the best way to do this? Does everyone understand what I'm referring to? So my prior employee didn't necessarily have the worked hours, so then she wouldn't receive the holiday pay. So, I mean, again, we can just leave it for now. Maybe think about it and make sure.
So how would we change that?
It would just be, if you're an employee, if you only work 6 hours a day, then you get 6 hours of holiday. Not based on your hours worked, but maybe we like it this way because if I were to hire somebody that only worked 3 days a week in the mornings, then they would never qualify for holiday pay.
Right,
But
So-
I shouldn't.
no,
Okay, then we'll leave it. Great. Just checking.
yep.
I think just a side note before I forget, when we get to longevity, similarly to this, part-time employees their longevity is less based on the hours that they work.
Mhm.
So it again kind of makes it a little more complicated, but nothing we can't handle. So,
But Meg, you know, they're hired based upon knowing what's in the handbook.
right.
And if there are questions, you might even explain it to them, because if it's just one person, two people, others are gonna start talking about this, and at least they're clear on this is under the circumstances, you know, from which I was hired.
Mhm.
So if you understand that, you know, they can always come back to you to discuss.
Yeah, I think
it.
it's not so much questions, it's more just, the treatment of these categories. And
Mhm. Right.
guess I'm just looking at it. Is there any room to make it more straightforward? But maybe there's not. So,
So you see her comments about the ERC certification?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think to her point, I personally would rather see it in the handbook as a reference because we don't really have it on any other document. And then this way, it's known to all since it's listed in there. I don't think it'll hurt us to leave it in there. She's just saying that, it's not necessary. But I just think for Meg's future reference, it'd be an easier find for her to find that in the handbook than looking for some other document.
However, and I agree, but I'm just gonna be the devil's advocate here. Are we opening ourselves up for, I don't know, employees?
Yeah,
who
well, I get a
wanna-
certification in this, or, yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't know, I'm just, let's talk about it and.
Yeah, that conversation's already come up from some other employees.
Mhm.
And I've had to remind those employees that the certifications that they were speaking of are a requirement for their current job description.
Mhm.
Right,
So not per se anything outside of their normal duties. And I think we've answered those questions. And hopefully we wouldn't have any in the future. But it is a good point that Beth brought up.
do you think this would be better in the kind of appendix with like the
specialty.
Hoosier start and
Yeah.
the nationwide
Yeah.
stuff?
Maybe.
I think it should go wherever the longevity. So if we're going to continue to state,
Move it over to that section.
that's maybe where it would,
Sure.
if we're going to do that with all of
I
those
feel better
items.
about that, then it
Mm.
becomes,
Yeah.
Because it really doesn't apply to anybody else except
Right.
one person, so it seems
correct.
kind of,
But we have to document it, so let's. The appendix seems like that would maybe some.
Then if that employee
modifications.
were to be gone,
Yeah,
mhm.
we can just, it can still stay there, but it's.
correct,
Handbook, I guess.
right.
Okay, so I guess I'll highlight that. Well. Okay,
Yeah, and say, move to appendix.
make a comment too, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so the other section I was referring to under longevity pay,
Huh?
the last little paragraph that begins with regular part-time employees.
Mhm.
Right, so, we have that scenario for next year. So a regular part-time employee will receive their first longevity, so that employee will receive a portion of what a full-time does
Mhm.
based on the hours
Right.
worked. So we'll just leave it that way.
And the medical leave of absence.
Mhm.
yes. Mm. Does that form exist for leave of absence form?
I will highlight it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay,
And add to appendix, he's talking about the form, right? Yeah.
So is that form or that request submitted to the, department head? Approved, and found, and signed by the town administrator?
A written request
Yeah,
is submitted to the department head.
an employee.
And it's approved by the town.
Mm-hmm.
do we say that anywhere?
No.
Or maybe need
Oh,
to-
wait,
So yeah, this whole section is just left up to the department head, it seems,
For the town council.
or the council, right?
Mhm.
They go on to approve.
You really do that? Position approved by the town council.
She did a nice job with the medical leave, adding a lot of stuff
Mhm.
in there.
Mark, are you okay that, so where it says the first paragraph, a written request is submitted to the department head,
Mhm.
it doesn't really go on to talk about approval.
Right.
And nothing about the town admin, how we do in other paragraphs. So are we okay with that?
Yeah, we need to add something else in there then.
Mm-hmm.
Because my
For
concern is
approval?
that jumping all over from the department head to the town council. Shouldn't the town administrator? Should that come through the town administrator
Yeah.
as a point of protocol?
Mhm. Submitted to the, it's very, to the town and department head, and forwarded to the town administrator for approval. Does that sound?
Yeah, I think so. Hmm.
So it says to the department head by the employee as far in advance as possible, comma, then forwarded.
Well, instead of, yeah.
Or
Right,
submitted.
and-
To the
and then
town
forwarded
admin,
to the town administrator for approval.
then forwarded to the town administrator for approval. Period. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Is everyone at the leaves of absence now?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm fine with the sentence she added.
Mhm.
Mhm.
She must have been fine with our FMLA section. Again, a written request for FMLA, the last paragraph says it's submitted to the department head by the employee. And so I'm gonna add the same sentence and then forwarded. Everyone's okay with that?
Uh-huh. And then the request for leave of absence form, we're checking into that one too.
Mhm.
What did you say, Beth?
There was another,
Form.
Oh,
if there is such a
military
request for
form.
leave of absence form, yeah. Personal leave of absence.
Okay,
Under
I like
military
that.
leave,
Yep.
they mentioned that again
okay.
in italics.
Okay, now that's not a separate form, is it?
Well, it seems to be, so
Yep.
again, I highlighted it and that'll be part of our,
But you know, what you can do is have that overall overarching
Right.
leave of absence and then
Check, right,
military,
yeah,
whatever.
personal, right.
Mhm.
It comes up again. A Town of Long Beach request for leave absence form is available from the department head.
Yeah,
You just mentioned all leave of absence forms, it's just one form.
correct.
Mhm.
okay. And again, I'm gonna paste where I see after each of these, that same admin line.
Mhm.
Leaves of military.
Now, to make it a little more, this is easy and straightforward, but what you can do is put that under leave of absence, then have something for military, something for medical,
Mhm,
something,
mhm.
and then have another section where these are all, the forms and
And
like
this-
which,
yeah,
all the
approval
administrative
process,
costs.
yeah.
Right. Yep, I like that.
And that'll condense it.
Keep it clean, right?
Right.
Just bullet points of different reasons.
Right.
Are we okay with, at the bottom of the PTO table, regular full-time employee benefits? Just with the PTO accrual payout? I think it's fine, but just, I don't know if we discussed this yet.
Say that again,
So underneath the PTO table.
right?
Mhm.
It discusses when an employee leaves and what they're paid out on their PTO. Only bringing it up because we've had this happen, so just want to make sure that we're okay with our process.
I'm sorry, what one at that last paragraph?
So for example, it says, so it's right under the PTO table of hours.
Right,
Mhm.
It says, employees who separate from employment on the last day of a calendar month will receive the full monthly PTO accrual for that month. Employees who separate from employment prior to the last day will be credited with a prorated amount for that month, even if separation occurs after the last payday of the month. I guess trying to think what we would practice, Mark, and is it this?
right.
And this is confusing, even if separation occurs after the last payday of
Under
the month.
this. Under this.
Like, what does the last payday of the month have to do with it?
Well,
Did you get paid every 2 weeks?
I guess
So just-
that paragraph or that sentence applies to employees with less than a year's service, right?
Oh, new
Place will
employees.
separate from
Okay.
employment.
Mhm, mhm.
Because any other employee would be getting their PTO in January for the full year out of the above table.
Okay. And then when we had an employee leave, we knew to give them only what they
Right.
would accrue up to their date of day that they were done. Okay,
I think we're okay with that paragraph.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Well, the next one with the length of employment, I don't know if I follow this, the 1,000 plus, 1,500 plus. Length of employment, does that make
So this
sense
is
to you?
just for part-time employees.
Regular part-time employee benefits.
Does that right side of the box make sense?
Well, we worked on this because we thought
We
that,
want,
that in those first, it's originally it was 1 to 5 years. We thought
Yeah.
that isn't as reasonable. It's not much PTO for
Okay,
through 5 years of employment, even though you're
Oh.
part-time. So we changed it from 16 to 18 based on 6-hour day. So instead of 16 hours, we changed it to 18 and we
Okay, I
changed
see
the
now.
years from 5 to 3.
mhm.
We changed the right side from 4 plus, or sorry, from 5 plus to 4 plus. And we changed it again to increments of 6 hours instead of 32, they get 36.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I suppose once we finalize these changes, I can check the math to make sure
Right.
that total hour on the left-hand side, the 604 is correct. Seems to be, but I guess we need to change that paragraph in the example, though. I don't think we changed that. That should say 18 hours instead of 16, right?
Mhm. Yeah, you gotta change the example so it reflects the changes above.
Okay. All right, we can see if we can make it through these last couple.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, and then we
Almost
just
done.
know we have that other stuff to come back to. Again, we have it for the PTO sellback. It says, both of these say department head.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to be a department head followed by town administrator? Or or is this just the department head? I don't know if the department heads usually analyze this type of thing in actual.
Should you say department head or town administrator may approve the sellback?
Mm,
Would that make sense?
Well,
Or you
like-
don't wanna?
So Mark actually does approve.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I approve the request for both water and street.
So maybe take out department head and
Yeah.
just put town
Town
administrator.
administrator.
let's keep it.
Town administrator.
Just for consistency, I
Yes.
think we had, we tried to work on, when Mike Conasec did his table, it was all kinds of inconsistencies. Okay.
You know, whenever I look at this, I always think about whose job is it to really make the final call?
Right.
on it?
Mhm.
And that's who
Town
should.
administrator,
yeah,
right?
the
Yes,
administrator.
agreed.
Because it'll impact his
Mhm.
operations as well.
Right. So I'm looking under PTO transfer and there's something about,
And the sellback, it would also be
yeah,
under the sellback. Yeah, okay. And then the trans.
it talks about the transfer request shall be approved by either the town administrator or town council.
Which part are you in?
I'm sorry, the PTO transfer.
Yeah, should town council even be involved?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, is it? Okay.
You could probably just do the town administrator because we're not going to allow them to transfer hours that they don't have.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think,
By,
Keep it.
shall be approved by the town administrator.
yeah, and
Yep.
take out town council.
Yeah, because he's the liaison between
Mm-hmm.
he's the advisory to the town council.
Okay, well, let's see, is any exceptions to the PTO?
He or she.
Designation, who cares?
So that's-
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Each employee should.
Mark, the overtime converted to PTO, we don't really say who approves that. Should we add the same line that's in most of these for who approves it? I guess I don't know if PTO borrow says it either.
You know, it might be good to really look at how you, the position description of the town administrator, because that can cover a lot of this, in the
Yeah.
organizational sketch or what tree.
Or maybe we just put a line at the top that says all of these are approved by
Yeah,
Right.
Yes.
admin
Mhm.
instead of
Yeah.
putting all this.
yeah,
Verbiage.
I like that.
Okay,
I added a line there, Meg.
okay. But now I'm thinking we just maybe add something at the top
Right.
that maybe states the 5 things that are all approved by the. Okay, is everyone okay on time or do we need to wrap it up? It's about.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I got to step away for a meeting. I got to travel too, but
Go.
yeah.
Okay. Do the rest of you want to keep going or do you want
Let's
to?
get through the
You do.
3 pages.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're at the finish line almost.
I see it, I see it.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a note to look at.
And then the town administrator can review this afterwards, and if there's a problem, call us all back.
I'm just questioning under the pay time off PTO continued that each department head is responsible for.
Yeah, does that happen, Mark?
I'm sorry, what part about
Each
PTO?
department head is responsible for encouraging their staff to use their PTO time annually. The town clerk, treasurer, and each department head are responsible for tracking the use of PTO by employees and reporting any discrepancies to the town clerk, treasurer, or town council president.
The tracking of it occurs from both Meg and I.
Okay.
So that's not true, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think, obviously your department head should encourage the staff to use their PTO, right? But
Right, because these other options
Sure.
do cost us money.
yeah,
We do have to
and do
We
department
cannot
heads
just
do
give
that? I mean,
leeway for everyone to pick and choose,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah, do department heads encourage, I mean,
I
is that
think, I
like,
think overall, we as the town do. These are the exception, they're not the rule, and as long as
Mhm.
employees understand that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess, Mark, what's the common knowledge at the end of the year? Some people do, the carryover, clearly people like that because that gives them, if they know they need additional time the next year.
Right, some will sell back.
And then, yeah, don't we have the requirement that they have to use so much by?
No, there's a line in there. It says whatever is unused is forfeited. They're
Right,
only allowed to
yes.
carry over 40 or 60 for 12 hours. So
right. So it's
That
kind
keeps
of
it
built
down.
in there to
okay, great.
encourage use.
Mhm.
typically by the end of October, we're reaching out to those with a high limit, telling them you've got 8 weeks left to get it scheduled. Don't come to us on Christmas Eve and ask for 2 weeks off.
Right.
So
Use or lose.
All right, ladies.
All right, have a great,
All right.
great day.
Take care.
Okay, take care.
Meg, you just got to end the meeting.
Okay, so are we done with PTO? Is that everyone?
I think, so I made a note to go back through
Good.
and just kind of
Yep.
see how many times we say who's approving, and then if we can make
Right.
that a little better, shorten some of this.
Yep, yep.
I don't know if we necessarily have to do that as a group, so
Right.
it could just be part of our review.
Indemnity.
And just the town-owned, down to smoking and vaping. I mean, I'm sure it's smoking in their trucks, aren't they, or no? Do they know that they can't smoke in a town-owned vehicle?
Wasn't it?
I thought we had this, I think we had this discussion at the last one.
Yeah.
And I think he said they know they're not supposed to.
Oh, they do. Okay.
But.
And we
but
added-
Is that
Okay.
added in there? Because I've noticed that some other, corporations are putting that in, the universities are putting that in their
Yeah,
documents because vaping has become,
yes.
such a,
Yeah, we added vaping, but also in the buildings and vehicles.
everywhere.
Yep. Exactly. Okay. Good. I
Would-
just
can
so
you
they,
send
It's a town-owned vehicle.
yeah, so,
yeah,
but I'm guessing. some
right.
food truck guys are.
Okay, so this is important.
Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah.
Did everyone see?
I think we're at the end.
Well, can you go back to 63,
Yep.
employee voluntary separation? So the last line in that paragraph, upon separation from employment, any accrued and unused PTO will be paid to the employee.
Wait, say that again. Upon, yeah, voluntary, that sounds 61.
Yep, but I think, does this apply to retirement? So you can kind of see the comments on the side. So Mike had said, check with legal. Is it legal for the town council to make a rule that employees who voluntarily separate, so it doesn't apply to retirement then?
Correct.
Well, I
No, wait,
guess,
well, it's a-
is it clear?
Oh, I see.
So she says,
Employee's
yes, in
resignation.
Indiana, an employer can immediately accept an employee's resignation, not allow use of PTO, and instead opt to pay out the PTO. Okay, which I think is what we would do when
Mhm.
somebody, when
Mhm.
it's not retirement. Okay. I think it's okay how it is. Yeah, because that's not retirement, that's employee
Right,
voluntary
right.
separation. Okay,
Quitting.
okay, sorry, continue.
All right, we're good?
Again, we've got reviewed by the department head and the employee, so under responsibilities,
Mm-hmm.
employees. So,
Shall be reviewed, yeah, by, it should be town administrator.
right,
Mhm.
It's all the actions below must be approved by the town administrator.
Even the next one, that each department head is, oh, we said that, we talked for. Tracking, but it's really you and Mark, right, so the town administrator.
which part are you under?
Pay time off, that each department head is responsible for encouraging their staff to use their PTO time annually, the town clerk treasurer, and I think we said it would be the town administrator are responsible for tracking the use of PTO.
And not the department head,
Yeah.
the town, right now it says,
So-
To the town clerk treasurer and town council president, I mean, I'm not sure if that's all.
Yes. Okay, so you're in the PTO
PTO continued, yeah.
right? Yeah, okay, and then that first one. So the town clerk treasurer and town administrator.
Mm-hmm.
oh, well, you said not town administrator, you said the,
It's it's Kayla, but it's
Right.
also, but I also keep track of
Yes.
this through
Are
payroll.
responsible.
So it's,
Yeah.
she has a spreadsheet because she checks the timesheets. I keep track of it.
who she was the town.
Kayla.
His
Okay,
his assistant.
gotcha.
Okay, so our
Really, it's-
discrepancies,
But he still approves the pay sheets, so
Right.
ultimately it's him.
okay, so the reporting of discrepancies, do they go to you and Joy or you and Mark?
What does this even mean? Discrepancies? So
If the employee states that, no, you have it
Mhm.
wrong. Who does it? Who does that? The employee?
I don't think it goes to the
department head
town
and then-
council
Yeah, I
president.
wouldn't think so.
No.
Oh,
Like you said, yeah, so to just the town clerk and town administrator.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yep.
That's,
Okay.
Agreed.
Administrator.
that's it, then it goes to the defensive.
Okay, but then it says, wait a minute, the town reserves the right. Its sole discretion to require an employee to take or refrain from taking time off. And if required by the town's needs, department heads will provide employees with guidelines for requesting PTO, is that correct? And for tracking the use of PTO? The notification procedures,
I mean, this whole sentence is kind of,
yeah.
I mean, we already stayed up
Seems like a
above
lot
that,
of, yeah,
that what the process is, it's you
It's redundant.
fill it out and
yeah, I don't think,
So-
because the section's called PTO use and tracking.
on
Do we need
dates if
that?
required by the town's needs. Maybe we just get
Well,
rid of,
I don't even know if you need
Right.
it because
Right.
it's under responsibilities.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
covered.
it's redundant.
Yeah, so I would take off that.
so I know to remove the department heads will provide employees with guidelines
Correct.
sentence. What about that last sentence?
The notification procedure.
Again, do we even have this policy? So
Oh,
I'm
that's,
gonna,
that's above, yeah, that's in
Yeah,
our
I would say
handbook.
just put it up for the responsibilities.
Yeah,
like, it's just repetitive and
right.
remove
I
it
don't
from
think we
here.
need that.
Yeah, but isn't that the responsibility of the department head on that level as far as, you know, time coming in, and you know, guiding them as far as punctuality and all of that? Because if it's abused, then it should go up to the town administrator, you know,
Right,
it's just too much
right.
on the town administrator.
But we're saying, do we even have to
Micromanaging.
say that in here?
This sentence, this
Yeah.
gray sentence, can we just remove that?
Mhm.
You think so? Yeah.
You think we
Okay.
should keep it in? Yes,
No, she thinks remove it.
I agree.
I agree as well.
I agree.
It's really not adding anything
Right,
here, I
and-
don't
and
think.
you're right, it's the
And it's
department head,
confusing.
you're late today, it doesn't have to be, right,
Mm-mm,
yeah, no, I
mm-mm.
think it's right, we're.
No, the counseling comes from the department head.
Mhm.
You know, they need to do something.
And in that line, we're leaving department head.
Correct.
Yep. Okay, good. I wonder if this whole sentence is true. The one that starts with the right. Oh, I guess it is because it says in the event. Okay, never mind. I think it's fine.
Okay.
If I'm going too fast.
Not finished.
Yeah, we had changed it to smoking and or vaping are prohibited.
Yep. Okay. Are we still being recorded? 'Cause
I think we are, but we can be done.
I just want to check that something.
I think we're now that the two areas we have to go back to will take a little time.
Right,
I wouldn't mind a break or do you guys want to try and tackle that? We're at I mean, we can do 10 more minutes if you want. Oh,
I'm fine with
No,
that.
if you need a break or.
no, no, I can keep going. I just mean, I think it's gonna take Little
So the
bit.
question is, are we done for today, or do we want to try to go back to some of that and
The
fix it?
benefits
You
area.
think we could do it in 10 minutes?
I doubt it, but maybe, I mean, we can start.
Can I mention something about, while we're on the vaping, smoking? Okay, did we say anything about edibles? Because that's sometimes observed,
Does that, well,
that
so-
can sometimes impact.
Well, that's against the law in Indiana,
Yeah,
right?
it's drug use.
I was
yeah.
gonna
That's
say,
drug, that
this-
goes to,
Okay, so that's on the drug use side
correct,
of this.
correct.
right.
Yeah, because,
And this is the smoking vaping section, so I
Yeah.
think we're okay on.
Well, that would be under the drug use
Yes.
section.
okay,
I guess, why do we have that drug and alcohol-free workplace?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we needed to add something about that is my guess.
think so.
Replaced paragraph with drug. I have a note, but I'm gonna. Okay, drug and alcohol-free workplace, X. Okay, that removed that, which I think is okay, right?
Right.
I don't know why that must have been from last time.
drug, alcohol, and smoking, since that's still legal. And everybody wants a smoke-free environment.
Yeah, drug free.
Especially with these carpets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so our two areas left were cleaning up the approval under all the PTO areas
Mm-hmm.
and back to the benefits of how we're going to actually end up displaying all of that and what's coming off and being put into the appendix. So that's about on page. It's back to,
Yeah, 50 for me. Yeah. Right.
so I think we're okay with, seems like we're okay with that list of benefit programs available. Although Mark had said that which we don't have in here, oh no, we do have short-term and long-term disability.
And are we moving this to an addendum? She's recommending
Well,
we,
she was recommending that table, that it's got too many specifics. I don't think she meant to move all of this,
Right, I think she means that.
I think we
80,
still need-
80.
Mhm.
gotcha.
but,
I
but-
agree, because that changes so much.
Yeah.
so let's talk through really quick,
So looking at
The
that
sh-
table, right? So she said, the recommendation is to delete this and not include so much detail about benefits plans in an employee handbook, since benefit plans can change annually, but employee handbooks usually do not change. Better to include details like this in a benefit plan summary
Mhm.
that is provided to an employee at a time of hire into the benefits plans.
So my issue with the list right now is that it says the following is a listing of benefit programs available upon start date of, I think it should say 2 regular full-time and regular part-time employees. The
Can we
pro-
just say,
Well,
Right.
the problem is that health savings account is only available to those enrolled in it. And-
Right.
And,
and that's all benefits. I mean, that's,
But,
right,
right?
okay, so you can list them, and then in parentheses, the category that is appropriate for it.
well, that's how we used to have it. See how it says
Yeah.
regular and full-time and regular
Or they're all
part-time?
available except the ones that aren't available for everybody, list those separately and put for these qualifications
Okay.
only.
So
Okay,
maybe we go back to that original list, because that seems to be more,
we either do that or we keep it how it is and, as Cindy said, do a second little paragraph that states that the, what's the one Mark added? The life insurance is only for full-time.
Right.
The health savings is only for those enrolled in, which maybe that's,
in this,
That's-
was in the, am I right? Wait a second.
well, under health savings,
Hold on.
yeah, because it's really confusing saying it's available for full and regular,
Yeah, no.
because it's really only available if you're enrolled. And is that, do people know that already? Am I just? So that's one thing. The other thing is just, as we said, we can either go back to the regular full-time and regular part-time that's crossed out, or we can do two sections for,
Or can you say available to enrolled employees?
um,
And enrolled can be
well,
enrolled or
even,
not enrolled, you know, enrolled.
and even perf, you know, it says the following benefit programs are mandatory for regular full-time employees. Is that, should perf even fall under this list then? That where the list states for regular full-time and regular part-time? So I guess what's the thought? We can either go back to how it was, or I can try to break this up.
I think less is more again, just like,
So just
Again.
put it back to how it was is
Yeah.
what I,
yeah, and take out the,
yep. So we're gonna just go back to that top sentence saying the following is a listing of benefit programs available to employees. And then we're
Correct.
gonna list, yep. Okay. And so on top of that change, I'll go and do that, but as we keep going along, then out of that box, the chart, I think Mark already added the retirement and life insurance down below.
Mhm.
Retirement, so life insurance,
well, and
So-
that's a bullet point. The retirement health insurance is in that bullet point,
Mhm.
right?
right?
Because we didn't
you don't
even,
have to
because
spell it
that's
out.
new, we didn't
Insurance,
even
yeah.
have that before, so that's why,
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
So that being said, I think we can remove then the whole table.
agreed.
And now the only other thing is I just need to make sure the Hoosier start, yeah, it already says the 200 right
Yep.
there. Yep. Okay,
All right.
how do let's see.
So,
I guess I
okay,
can
so that
just-
whole table, would that be,
We're just taking it
We're
out.
gonna work on it again
take it out
in the addendum. Well, it's gonna be there, maybe not the
somewhere?
exact same, but
Mhm.
in the appendix somehow,
Mhm.
right? Yes, okay.
Make it the last sheet so you can tear it off.
Right, right. I have no problem putting it into an addendum.
And we have to talk about our next meeting too.
Yeah. Monday, I'm flying out on Tuesday night, so I did.
Okay, so Monday, the 13th?
Yep. That,
Talking our next meeting.
Yeah,
Okay.
can we do the same thing like the Monday morning at 9 o'clock on the
okay, that's
Um,
Columbus Day, sorry.
That's also the town.
town council?
Oh, and is that Columbus? Yeah.
Yeah, is that a paid, is that a holiday?
Oh,
Let's
think
go
so.
back and look at our account book.
No, it's not. But you want to do the Friday before, the 10th?
I could do October 10th. Or Friday, October 10th. I could do Thursday, October.
Would
9th.
that be better, Meg? Are you too swamped on the 13th?
I'm just thinking,
Or 8th,
so let's see, I don't
May
have
have my
payroll.
grandson on leave.
okay,
Okay, so,
The 8th, I just have payroll.
okay.
Up,
October
which-
6th, we could move it a week ahead, the Monday,
Now that's worse. I have.
We're gonna be having the council
okay?
workshop on the 1st, the morning
the
of the
1st.
October 1st.
What time on the 1st did you decide?
I was thinking like 9 or
Okay,
10.
good.
Do you have a
I'm hoping.
preference?
After I sent my thing, the afternoon really doesn't work for me, and I know Joy was better in the morning, so.
Yep, that's what we're gonna go with.
Okay, good.
Seems, I just need to pick the time, which I was.
Okay,
okay, so what date was that?
yeah, what day can we do it? When do you have Meg,
So was it regularly scheduled for the,
yeah, it's the 15th, but
okay,
both Beth and I have a
you can't do
conflict,
it,
so
okay,
If we
okay.
just need to find.
13th or the
Oh.
10th.
I don't think we should do the 13th because that's the
Okay.
council
That's fine.
day and we're
Can we
usually,
look at the week before? I'm gone the 14th to the 25th.
Okay.
Or we
I
could-
think Thursday or Friday's fine, the 9th or 10th. Does that work?
Okay, 10th at 9 o'clock.
Friday, the 10th?
Does 9 o'clock work for you, Georgetta?
Is that okay?
I don't know if it'll work for Mark, but
Yeah, I think.
It won't
ask
take so
him.
long next time.
yeah, right.
Oh, well, Friday is pretty clear.
Okay. All right, well, we'll do that and
Mark's,
I'll put that in the minutes.
but see if that works for him.
And if it doesn't, then I'll email all of
Okay,
you
Great.
at
His
9
email
a.m.
Works.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
That's at 9 o'clock on the 10th.
Correct.
All right. So
Georgetta,
we're-
if it changes, I'll
we're-
text you. Okay.
Okay.
we're gonna
yeah,
adjourn
That'll be great. Texting
Yes.
fine.
this meeting for today. Thank you.